Today, all the members of Vincentian family rejoice and are overglad as they celebrate the feast of Saint Vincent de Paul, their holy founder. In particular, we, the CM brothers at Orion's Theological College, are very much contented and are cheerful as we celebrate the feast of our founder Vincent de Paul along with the members of Orion's community. Saint Vincent de Paul was born on 24th April 1581 at Poix in France. He was ordained priest in 1600. In 1605, he was captured by pirates on his journey to Marseilles and spent 2 years in slavery in Tunis. He came back to Paris in 1608 with the aim to secure a good parish. His own experiences of life and the spiritual direction of Cardinal Perrault brought about a conversion in Vincent. On his advice, Vincent became the chaplain of Conde family and the tutor of their children. He came to know about the material and spiritual poverty of the people while he served as the parish priest at Châtillon. As a result, in 1917, he started the first confraternity of charity, an association of pious ladies. Vincent inspired the rich women of the noble class to come across to the aid of the people suffering out of wars, diseases, and poverty, and organized their efforts in a systematic way. In the same year, he preached a sermon in the parish church at Fallville on general confession. People got the message and they received the sacrament of reconciliation. In 1625, he founded the Congregation of the Mission for preaching the retreats and for the work of evangelization of the poor. He also founded a congregation for women called Daughters of Charity in collaboration with Louise de Marillac in 1623 for the spiritual and material nourishment of the poor people. Taking the gospel passage, He has anointed me to bring the good news to the poor. Luke 4:18. Vincent wanted to form good and zealous priests. In order to attain this aim, he started retreats from 1628 onwards and began Tuesday conferences for priests in 1633. He also established many seminaries for the training and reformation of the galley slaves while serving as their chaplain. He also did marvelous works by being the member of the Council of Conscience of Queen Anne of Austria. Since he sided with the poor in 1617, he spent 43 years fighting against sin, misery, fatigue, and sickness. He took care of the diverse categories of persons' life, especially the foundlings, the sick, the abandoned, the aged, the poor, the refugees, the wounded in the war, the ruined nobles, the galley slaves, the fallen women, the imprisoned, the victims of pestilences, etc. At last, this saint, known as the Apostle of the Poor, was called to his eternal reward on 27 September 1660. He was canonized in 1737 and in 1885 was declared by the Church the heavenly patron of all charitable works. In 1833, Blessed Federico Zanam took inspiration from Saint Vincent in founding Saint Vincent de Paul Society, which is engaged in charitable works all over the world. There are also many other religious congregations and lay organizations that are working for the poor, inspired by the life and teaching of Saint Vincent de Paul. My dear brothers, as we celebrate the feast of Saint Vincent de Paul, let us ask his intercession and grace from God so that we may recognize God by serving the poor and sick and the abandoned and proclaim his goodness throughout our lives and all over the world.